This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. First down carry by Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right here, right here.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. from the shotgun again to Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. Big stop, G.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
All day, defense, all day.
Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, switch gears. Go. Motion. Reset. Hey, check right.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that... That's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, alert 3. Watch it.
On first down, it's Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in order. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again on second down. Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right there in the middle, 55. And let's get this.
From the 41, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson now. Throwing again. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Penny. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D.
Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give right side. Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Here's Carson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Okay, just like that.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go. Go.
Throwing. Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away. Marquise Blair trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Prescott down. He'll have a first down past the 40. Complete to Jason Witten as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
There you go. Right there. 54 Mike. Guys, game situation. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Mike, let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Kill.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Mike 50.
Here's go 47.
50 to Mike.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Kill.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. He was trying to go back to Moore there. That'll bring up second down. Now Wilson. Going to throw again. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Friday.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard real.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Elliott. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.